Hey, what's up, guys? It's Cool Dude. And in this gameplay, I have a 55 gun streak with the Executioner. Yes, you heard that right. This is with the Executioner. For those of you that have played Black Ops 2, you know the Executioner is the one of the last, I believe it is the second to last unlocked pistol. It's not like any other gun in a Call of Duty game. If the only way that I can explain this gun is if anyone has played Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, if they used the Python, or was it the 44 Magnum? Nope, the Python was from Black Ops 1, the 44 Magnum was from Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2, and now Call of Duty Ghost. Now, the thing with Executioner here is it's inconsistent. This is the most inconsistent weapon in the game. Sometimes I'll run up on a guy at close range, I'll kill him in one hit because it shoots shotgun rounds. It's a Magnum that shoots a shotgun round. You would think it would be pretty good, it'd be pretty powerful, but it's really not. The hip fire is garbage on it. When you aim down sight, the bullet spread feels like it's too wide. Sometimes you'll get one-hit kills at close range. Sometimes you'll get three-hit kills. This is like my 12th attempt at this gun, and it got to the point where I literally made a class that guaranteed it. What I used in this class that gave me a guaranteed, fucking nuclear with this weapon, I put on double stun grenades, C4, flag jacket, scavenger, dexterity, and I think I was using flag jacket as well, along with lightweight for my perk 1. So this class was just a guaranteed. It was just a guaranteed nuclear with this weapon, because no matter what I tried, I just couldn't seem to get it to work. What always ended up happening was I would get into a match, right? And I was using it like I was using my PDW, the way I was using the other pistols, most particularly like the way I was using the TAC 45, the Cap 40, the B23. It just didn't work. What I mean by this is that I would run up behind a guy, shoot him in the back twice, get two hit markers, and have to knife him because this gun only holds 5 shots. And what I ended up doing was I had to put 2 attachments on it, because if I use just the default gun itself, it's just so weak. It just doesn't work. It has no range. So when I would put on the long barrel, I had to put on long barrel to increase the range by a lot. And because the reload is so slow, he reloads 1 shell at a time, I had to put fast mags. And to be honest with you, this gun needs both fast mags and long barrel. And I was playing with a team here. My team knew that I was going for this. They worked with me. And I had to use a lot of C4 in this video because this gun is so bad. This is statistically the worst gun in the game. This could be worse. This could be the SMR of the pistols. Like, it's that bad. And my team understood what I was going for, so they kind of let me get my own spawns. They kind of let me do my own thing where I needed to do it. And if you just watch my gameplay, all I do is I stun people, come up behind them, throw a C4 at them, shoot them in the back when I can, and just try to get them stuck in my Guardian as much as possible. Because if you catch up, the only way to get this Executioner nuclear is if you play against kids that just don't know what they're doing. Honestly, if they don't know what they're doing, then you're going to get this. Because once someone knows what they're doing and they shoot back at you, you're done. It's just a fact. It's like, this gun, I can't even stress how bad it is, how stressful it was to get this gameplay. And the only tips that I could give to you about going for a gameplay that involves a really bad weapon, for example, I like using the Type 25. I like the Type 25. I think it's a great weapon. But some people don't really like it. So when people are going for a challenge with it, like my friend, when he was going for a nuclear with the M27, he hates the M27. I told him, yo, just use Guardians, set them up in a building, camp in the building, the enemies will come for you, they'll get stuck in the Guardian, and you just shoot them. Because for those of you that don't know, if someone's in a Guardian, they're pretty much just immobilized in it. They could still shoot, but they have trouble drop shotting, jump shotting. Their aim is restricted to the sides. It's kind of like the effects of a stun grenade, but more constant use. So that's why I told my boy, you know what? You have them stuck inside the Guardian, come up behind them and shoot them, or come up from front of them and just drop shot them. They won't be able to get you. Or you can do what I did in this video as well. You could just hit people with stun grenades, come up behind them. It doesn't really make for the best gameplay, I understand this, but this is literally the only way to do this. I cannot figure out any other way to get an Executioner nuclear. Maybe if I had dual yield, it would be a bit better, but I don't even have dual yield unlocked. The first attempt I did with this, I was just using long barrel. I was playing on Nuketown. I died on a brutal, and then I died on another brutal in the same match to the same kid, and I had hosted that lobby, so I was getting constant 1 to 2 hit kills with the executioner at close range. I was picking my gunfights wisely, and this one kid just joins into the lobby randomly. He's on a 2-bar, and he ends up, no, he wasn't on a 2-bar, he was on a 3-bar, and he ends up just killing me. He just ends up melting me. I got 4 hit markers with it on him at close range, and it's just retarded. It's stupid how bad this gun is. And the other tip I can give to you is if you're going for any kind of gameplay with this gun or a gun you don't like, make sure you have a full party with you that's going to back you up and support you. And do it in multi-team, because you can control the spawns better in multi-team. You don't really have to worry about dying as much bullshit as you do in 6v6. But literally, if you're going for this kind of gameplay, you have to have your team back you up. You can't do this solo. I couldn't imagine going into a lobby alone and trying to get this. I can't stress it enough. But the topic I just want to go over today in today's video is what people consider a pub stomper or a competitive player. I just can't stand it when somebody joins into a lobby, they really think they're good, and they call me a pub stomper. Yeah, I play pubs, I like pubs, I go hard in pubs, I go ham in pubs, but I also play league play. Just because I have an account that doesn't play league doesn't mean I'm a pub stomper. You don't see me running around telling people that, oh shit, yo, you smacked me, so you're only a competitive player. No, you know, you don't know what someone's doing. Like, just, it's the excuses that people make when they get a beatdown. Like, just a couple days ago, I ended up playing somebody. He's a pretty well-known guy in the community, and I dropped a lodestar on him. First thing he does is he goes on Twitter and he puts me on blast, telling me I don't know how to spell my PSN because my PSN is cool, dude. Told me to look in a thesaurus. It's because you got slapped, kid. That's why I have the video, and I'll upload it if you keep talking. It's that simple. But I don't understand that. Is I played against a guy recently on PlayStation Network. I'm not thinking about names because I don't want to see people like get in arguments or whatever. So I played against a guy that, and in his whole clan, and because I was solo and he was with his full party, he ended up making me go negative by 1, and my boy broke even. It was just me and him. So we run against him. We've run into him 2 days later, and he's with 4 guys, and I'm with 5 guys. We play him. He goes negative by 30, and he starts talking shit to me. He goes, oh, when I was with my full squad, what happened? I said, I went negative by 1 against your full squad with 1 other guy. You have 5 guys with you, and you went negative by 30. What kind of sense does that make? We had 1 less guy than you, or maybe the same amount of guys as you, and you like went completely negative. You went triple negative. That's embarrassing. But that's just the kind of problems there is in the community. Obviously, I'm all for it. There is some huge connection problems in this game. I know a lot of people try to say that there's not. A lot of people try to say this game is the best connection. This game does not have the best connection. This game has some horrible, horrible connection. And I can understand that because I'm sometimes put on a 3-bar that is impossible to play on, where you get the first 6 shots and you can't even register a hit marker and then you're melted on your screen. That's annoying, and there's nothing you can do to even fix that. The only thing I could see that could fix that is if you lag your connection and make sure that you get on a 2, like one of those God 2-bars where no one can even hit you when you run around. But there's the difference between a legitimate excuse and a false excuse. A legitimate excuse, I mean, is when you're obviously lagging. When you're on a 3-bar, you can't get anything to register, and it's just not, you can tell. And then the excuse is, oh, you killed me because you're a pub star and I play competitive. Optic Scumpy over here. Apparently, if you say that, you're pretty much as good as Optic Scumpy. So Optic Scumpy over there, maybe you should be smacking me because you know all about the competitive unit. Not hating on Optic Scumpy, but that's basically what the kid's calling himself when he says that he's a competitive player. And when you challenge them to a 4v4 MLG rules CB, they're like, oh, it's not even worth my time. We don't play pub stompers. That's just a lame excuse. You think you're better than what you are. Know your place in the community. And that's just kind of why the community is collapsing. I noticed a common trend in all my videos is I talk a little bit about the community, which is a good thing because not a lot of YouTubers say anything about the community, say anything positive or negative. They kind of just say the positives. But I'm the guy that's not afraid to say what's really going on with this game and what's making it go downhill quick. And it's just all that I want to talk about here is why this community is declining, and this is exactly why, because people make excuses, and you know, stop making excuses and just play the game. This has been cool, dude. Hope you enjoyed my 55 gun streak with my executioner. Hope you enjoyed.
For our nation.